Hello there, now the time has come for me to show you some new items that have arrived into the clinic, and I'm going to start off with one of my favourites thus far. I can never get enough of these. If they are available, I am purchasing them. Of course, I have a selection of fixation sticks. I believe we have 3 altogether. That should be quite a few new images, housed in the crinkly packaging. See if we can present these for you. Okay, hot off the press, a selection of canines on the first one there, some standard N5 letters over the little children, and some more letters there. This time, I've not seen this before, lowercase letters. This groovy guy here, bees and flowers, have the horse rider, here to have the tooth fairy, somebody's birthday party. And we have a robot, strangely enough, with a present and a beautiful bouquet. The final fixation stick, I'm going to keep that secret for another video. I'm not to reveal my hand yet. Another crinkly item, or at least crinkly packaging. We have some new stickers. If you perform admirably during your examination, now some of these are repeats from the previous set, such as the cat and the lion and the dinosaur, for example. But have a little look at these new stickers, see what you think. Okay, certainly eye-catching. Bring them a little bit closer. Have a look which is your favourite, and then when you have your next eye examination, I may be able to offer you one of those. Looking which one I'm admiring. Quite like the rocket and the Dalmatian. Lovely. Thank you. Now this next item, not quite medical, but we will utilise it in a video going forward. So for you Harry Potter fans, we have a selection of nail files here, representing the 4 houses at Hogwarts. Have a little look at those. Pardon the reflections, and see what you think. Okay, just consider in your head which one is your favourite and why. revisit this item for another assessment. Okay, I'm just going to have a look at the system, see what's next. We have a specialised matching card with some shapes here, very simple and straightforward. Nicely laminated, printed by K Pictures. Not a lot to that one. And sticking with charts, from K Pictures again, we do have some near test cards here. I believe we have the crowded and uncrowded versions. They are in this protective packaging here. Okay, so the regular images: Star, Mrs. Quack Quack, Apple, Boot, and Vehicle there. Let's have a closer look. In fact, no, both of these are uncrowded, sorry. This is performed at 33 centimetres. And you have the equivalent Snell and Vision there, so it's a very useful test. And then the smaller images to resolve there. So we have the Snellen equivalent and the near vision equivalent. So a very useful test. To try and place this back into the packaging, so I want to bring you some natural sounds in this one. Nothing too harsh though, hopefully. One hour later. Okay, next we have a device which may not appear ocular in nature, but it is a mini light spinner. The AAA batteries are included. Now this is going to help with fixation, checking things like ocular movements, convergence for example. So it's going to be very interesting to see this in action during your eye examination. It looks as though there are a few available. Flashing bunny ears, glow punk, rainbow windmill, to name just a few. some more crinkly packaging. Now delivered to the clinic, we have some new, fresh night driving spectacles here. Cut out the glare for you. Yellow lenses. See if you can retrieve these nicely. We did. Okay, so as well as your main lenses there, also have the little side shield here and here, the wraparound design. I assume you could alter the length to bend if required. I'll show you the tint there. It's going to help, as I say, with your glare from car headlights, street lights for example, and this is how they appear. Crinkly packaging once more, a little bit more subtle here. Let's retrieve the item. I believe we have some new safety spectacles. What struck me about these is the flexibility. Of course, we want side protection and upper protection for those hazardous roles we may be performing in the clinic. The elasticated strap there, that's going to fit nice and snugly. Okay, that's going to be useful, say when repairing your spectacles, say changing a screw. I did happen to notice this little optometric poster that represents things like the visual system, the visual pathway, and interestingly, visual field defects associated with certain parts of the visual pathway. There. Image of the eye and the photoreceptors there, the retinal layer, and showing some examples of ocular error there. Bit of a representation on astigmatism. So this is robust. We can attach this to the wall. I could just lean it up against the surface. That's the metal ocular poster there. Okay, I believe we have two more items. We have the colour wheel here. Just going to show various combinations, mixed colours. Now, we're not going to be painting your room or your face, but I do have a specific role for this during your further assessments. So have a little look at the colours, listen to the sounds. Okay, your final item is to my left. We have a rather bright new jacket for the clinic, not from M&S. It's going to make some lovely fabric sounds. We have the pocket for microphone holding capabilities. And from the posterior, lovely stitch work. We have two pockets at the base. Okay. Not a big fan of buttons on the cuffs, but that's okay. Beautiful silk on the inside. Okay, so you are certainly going to be seeing more of these items going forward in the clinic. Right, let's just shut this down. Have a look what test we are going to be performing on you next. Yep, that's it. I'll give you notice when you're due back. See you soon.